CinePals. Yo, it has been quite an interesting morning. I just spilled a bunch of coffee and I'm like, oh my God, the trailer's here. We're ready for this. Joker, Folie, Deux. I've got my Joker Pac-Man t-shirt. I've got my classic Batman mug with Joker on it. Right there, boom. You can't really see it because of the shallow depth of field, but we're gonna do this. Here we go.
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like a hurricane.
The trial of the century.
They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's
Oh
not.
boy.
There's a monster.
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you, for once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
Oh, dang.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. How about
Oh, here
you,
we go.
Arthur? Do you still think you're a star? Showtime.
That's such a dope shot.
You can do anything you want. You're Joker.
Is that a Nixon reference with...
Look around! Look at all these people! I will no longer allow any of you to keep me down. I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
Whoa. Oh.
Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.
Can you say $1 billion again? I would love to go over the visuals of this one more time. I'm pretty sure that there had to be a lot of like audio dipping because of copyright and whatnot. Right from the teaser, I thought that this is such a stunning looking movie. The way it's shot, the colors, I guess the lenses they're using, and however they graded it in post. Like, it just is so beautiful looking. Even though what you're watching is a film about chaos unfolding. But you're also watching a film about a romance that's blooming. And so it's this weird twisted thing where I feel like you're not sure if you're supposed to root for them or not. It's kind of bringing you in such a way that you kind of want to, even though these are bad guys technically. So I thought that was kind of funny where she's grabbing the TV. I'm like, he's not still in the TV. He's, once you pull the TV, the image is gone. And so, those are some classic looking TVs, by the way. With the knobs and everything like that. I remember TVs like that back in the day. When he did the laugh near the beginning, it just kind of like struck me again. Like it's fascinating because it's like the first time I've ever seen Joaquin Phoenix that I can recall reprise a role, and it's the first time I can think of someone reprising a role that's so intense. And the only thing that might come close to it is Colin Farrell doing Penguin. And that, like, I don't even know if you can really compare the two, but, you know, Colin Farrell with all the prosthetics and the behavior and everything like that. You know, I haven't seen the Penguin trailer yet for the show, but that's the only other thing I can think of where it's someone is reprising something that is just like really, really, really intense. I and everyone else would probably argue that this is far more intense. And so it's fascinating to see someone return to such a role. I would imagine that, you know, for Joaquin Phoenix to come back, and perhaps Todd Phillips as well, but more so Joaquin Phoenix, in order to bring someone like him back, you have to really make the argument that this is not the same story. This is very, very different. And so this is now truly a love story in this madhouse of a city. I feel like most of what we're seeing in this trailer, and, you know, by extension, probably the movie, is that romance. Like, that's most of what it is. And at one point, you see, like, there's like two very poignant moments. It's like right here, where, you know, Harley Quinn is seemingly like calming him down or something, or like she's helping him with his mood, almost like ScarJo helping out Hulk in Avengers Age of Ultron, when she, like, you know, brought him down out of Hulk mode. It kind of was reminiscent of that for me, right? So there's this moment here, and then he smiles, and then they continue on with the show. Cool. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but that was the vibe I got from that. This explosion in the courtroom is crazy. I didn't even realize it was a courtroom explosion. I just saw an explosion in a room. Now I'm seeing the details of it being a courtroom explosion. And so then we have, where is it? He's running in a street right here. Right before this, he sees the imitator, the fan, the hardcore fan, this right here, who found him. And I'm like, what? That moment right there, I am so excited to see in the film. I'm like, what is Joaquin Phoenix's reaction to him? Seeing this guy who is such a devout fan, who looks just like him. Like, can you imagine any one of you watching, like, if you're in the street and someone comes up to you who has imitated you almost perfectly, like, and is grabbing you and shaking you, like, what is your reaction going to be? Even if you are someone as crazy as the Joker, like, what is your response? I'm wondering what this is going to explore in terms of, I guess, character and in commentary. Like, what is it going to talk about this time? Because I feel like, you know, the trailer is a lot of surface stuff in terms of, like, the vibe and the music, but there's obviously the deep psychological exploration, and I'm wondering what that's all about. You know, there's an edge to Joker that's being shown here in the trailer, but just a little bit. And I'm like, okay, there's obviously something much deeper that we're going to go into over the course of the film. And I'm just wondering what that's all about. I just noticed the stunt this dude did. This is wild. So, okay, let's watch this. He's running. There's a lot going on there. What a shot. That is a great mother flipping shot. You got two cop cars coming out. One guy gets hit by the car, and you got Joaquin Phoenix running. That's a great shot. That's cool. Then, you know, Joker taking the gavel and smacking the judge with it. That reminds me of the end of the first Joker a little bit. You know, that's the only thing in here that really reminds me of the first Joker, other than the laugh. You know, because of when he killed the talk show host at the end of the film. For the first movie. I'm guessing that the gavel strike is what precedes the explosion. And then after the explosion, I don't know. I'm trying to put the pieces together a little bit here. My guess is that the gavel strike is what precedes the explosion, and then he gets the hell out of there. I'm wondering how much of that courtroom stuff occupies the film. It seems like a significant amount of the movie, at least an hour of the film, is him locked up in this penitentiary or whatever it is, asylum, and the courtroom stuff. It seems like at least an hour of the movie is that before he gets out. I can't tell. Like, it's fascinating because you're seeing Joker on television. I can't tell if that's like a fantasy or if that's really happening. And if it's really happening, how does he go from being in court to that? Is he actually let go because he's found not guilty, which would be impossible, I feel like. He shot someone on TV. Or is he just like a convict on the run, and he just goes on TV for the heck of it? And the audience is held hostage. What's going on there? Yeah, this thing is definitely a Nixon reference, no doubt about it. Like, so why Nixon? Like, what is Todd Phillips in this story saying about the people that we hold in high regard? I guess that's the question that's been percolating in my mind. What is he saying about the people we hold in high regard in this chapter of the story? I thoroughly enjoyed the heck out of this trailer. I thought it was fantastic, and it still leaves a lot to be desired, and I mean that in a good way, because normally that phrase is used in a negative way. What I mean is, like, there's still so much to explore once you watch the movie. You know, the worst thing that could possibly happen is that a trailer gives everything away. Thankfully, this gives you a lot to be excited about while not giving you the whole story and keeping some mystery. So very excited to watch Joker, and so are you guys. So thanks for, I don't know how to close this out. Bye. Peace out.